Hello students, good morning to one and all. Myself Dr. A.N.A. We are meeting after a long gap. Anyhow, in the previous classes we discussed about stereochemistry of allenes and biphenyls and various conditions. Similarly, today in this video I am going to discuss about the next chapter is optical isomerism of spirenes. Optical isomerism of spirenes. Now, first I draw the spiro compound of heptane so that you will get an idea what is meant by spirenes. You also draw side by side. Nitrogen, here X, here you have one X, then you have here nitrogen. So this is a spiro 3 heptane, where X hydrogen, these X and hydrogen are achiral, whereas the X may be COOH or NH2, which is resolvable. Okay. Now, when replace both the double bonds of an allene by rings, in the previous discuss are the allenes, one obtains a bicyclosystem. This is a bicyclosystem, two-cycle system, in which one atom is common to both the rings. One atom is common to both the rings. Such bicyclic compounds are called spirenes. Such bicyclic compounds are called spirenes. I repeat once again. When one replaces both the double bond of an allene, in the previous class we saw allene, one obtain a bicyclo in which one atom is common to both the rings. Such bicyclo compounds are called spirenes. Now, the two rings of this is one ring, this is another ring. Two rings of spirenes similar to pi bonds of allene. Pi bonds of an allene are orthogonal and the group attached to the two ends. The two ends define planes at right angle to the adjacent to the each other. The two planes which shows that which is the right angles to adjacent to each other. Each other. The condition for chirality is analogous to that allene, that is, neither ends of the ring carbon have plane of symmetry. So the condition for chirality, what is the condition here? Point to be noted. So the condition for chirality is analogous to that of allene. Okay, because if you remove the double bonds or replaces, that forms bicyclic compound. So here also the same principle applicable for the allenes as well as the spirenes. So what will happen? Neither ends of the ring have plane of symmetry. Neither end of the ring can have plane of symmetry. Understand? It is sigma equal to S1. Sigma equal to S1. The parent compound cannot be resolved because it contains two planes of symmetry. It contains two planes of symmetry. The planes may be removed not only by attracting two unequal groups at the side of the ring, but also introducing suitable group into the ring. Among other spirenes, quarter ammonium salts of interest, since it suggested the quaternary nitrogen like carbon has a tetrahedral geometry. So now this is also another example. NH, CO, here you have CO, then you have another NH and carbon in the center, then CO, then here you have NH, then NH, then another CO. Okay, this is 5, 5 dash spiro bis hydronation. Spiro bis bis HYD hydronation. Okay. So this is about the spirenes. Next we pass on to ANSA compound, stereochemistry of ANSA compounds. What is that? ANSA compounds. ANSA compounds. CS2N times okay. So now this is the ANSA compounds. The restricted rotation of benzene ring. This is a benzene ring. The restricted rotation of benzene ring is also responsible for the chirality of other aromatic compounds. Simply you can write here, what is that? Restricted rotation of benzene ring is responsible for the other aromatic compounds which are called ANSA compounds. Okay, so this is the benzene ring, restricted rotation of benzene for the other aromatic compounds which are called ANSA compounds. ANSA means handle in Latin. ANSA means handle in Latin language. Okay, handle. This is like a handle. Okay, look at this figure. The two oxygen atoms of the hydroquinone. This is one oxygen. This is another oxygen. Atom of hydroquinone are linked by polymethylene chain. Polymethylene chain. The number of methylene group in the polymethylene chain of such compounds may vary. So here I written that is CH2N. Okay, I repeat once again. The two oxygen, this is 1, this is 2. The two oxygen atom of hydroquinone are linked by polymethylene chain, CH2N, polymethylene chain. The number of methylene group in the polymethylene chain of such compounds may vary. Okay, with a certain number of methylene groups, that is N is equal to 8 or N is equal to 9, with a certain minimum number of methylene groups, that is 8 or 9, the aromatic ring cannot swivel through the chain, and in such cases the polymethylene chain is perpendicular to the benzene ring. Understand? It is perpendicular to the benzene ring. So if it is N is equal to 8 or N is equal to 9, what will happen? The aromatic ring cannot swivel through the chain, and in such cases polymethylene chain is perpendicular to the benzene ring. Because of this restricted rotation, so what will happen automatically? The rotation will be restricted of the benzene ring. The molecule cannot attain a planar configuration. In such case, the presence of even one ring substituent is sufficient to make the structure chiral. So in such cases, what will happen? The presence of even one ring, substituent is sufficient to make the structure is chiral. Understand? So today we discuss the first chapter is optical isomerisms of spiranes. Next one is the ANSA compound, that is the Latin language, which means handle. So the restricted rotation of benzene ring of other aromatic rings. Understand? Next we pass on to trans cyclooctene. Trans Trans-cyclooctene. First we draw this structure. Trans-cyclooctene. Trans-cyclooctene provide another type of molecule with planar chirality. Okay. The two trigonal carbon atoms and the atoms directly attached to them lie in a plane, and the polymethylene bridge is swigged in the third dimension. Cyclooctene is the smallest ring that can accommodate a trans double bond. And two configurations are possible which are mirror images of each other. I repeat once again, this is the cyclooctene. Cyclooctene is the smallest ring that can accommodate a trans cyclo double bond, and two configurations are possible which are mirror images of each other. The interconversion of the two enantiomers which requires the swinging of the tetramethylene chain over and below the plane of the double bond is opposed by ring strain, and the two enantiomers have separately identity. The molecule has C2 axis passing through the center of the double bond and bisecting 5 and 6 and belongs to the double bond, bisecting the bond 5 and 6 bond and belongs to C2 point group. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here the 5 and 6, okay, 5 and 6 which belongs to the point 2 groups. So cyclooctene 1, this is the cyclooctene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here also the two enantiomers are possible. This is the trans cyclooctene. Draw this structure so that you will be clear-cut idea. Next we pass on to, it is helical chirality. A helix is inherently chiral object and non-superimposable on its mirror image. So first I draw the helical structure, conical helix and a cylindrical helix, so that you will get clear idea. So this is said to be the conical helix is a C1 point group, whereas the next one is cylindrical uniform. Two things, cylindrical C2 point group, C2 point group. Now here what will happen is a helix is inherently chiral object and non-superimposable on its mirror image. Helical chirality is often encouraged in nature. Helical shells at molecular level is exemplified by biopolymers such as proteins, alpha helical structure, and nucleic acids, that is we call as a double helical structure, DNA. Helical chirality may be regarded as a special case of axial chirality. The axis of the helix serving as the chiral helix. There are two types of helices. One is the cylindrical and another one is the helical. There are two types of helix. One is the conical and another one is the cylindrical. Cylindrical helix has a C2 axis perpendicular to the axis of the cylinder that belongs to C2 point group is dissymmetric. Whereas conical helix is C1 point group is asymmetric. Okay. A right hand helix which shows a clockwise rotation. It shows a clockwise rotation. Okay, clockwise rotation when weaving along the axis. And moving from the front to rear is designated as P, that is plus, while a left hand helix is designated as M. Okay, P, this is M, minus. Okay, based on that, many interesting organic molecules owe their chirality due to the helicity. The helicity in molecules results from molecular overcrowding. Here supposed to be, if I draw, this is P plus, whereas on the other hand, minus. So helicity in molecule may result from molecular overcrowding. Molecules such as a hexahelicene, this is called as a hexahelicene. Hexahelicene and phenanthrines, which are normally expected to planar due to molecular overcrowding, assumes a helical shape. The terminal rings and the substituents are in different planes, and the molecule exists as two helical enantiomers. Molecule exists in two enantiomers. With that, I conclude today's class. So today we discuss 4 chapters. One is the optical isomerisms of spirines. Second one is the ANSA compounds. Third one is the trans-cyclooctene. And fourth one is helical chirality. Okay. For information, so many books are available in the library. Okay, please come to the college by wearing a mask and get the books from the library or department library and prepare the materials. Work hard for your future examinations. With that, I conclude. Thank you one and all.